Hello, everybody. My name is Claude Edkins, and I'm with the MissionContinues. And what I'd like to show you today is how we've used FormTitan to extend our reach out to our volunteer veterans and allow them to see the information that's collected on them, allow them to set their communication preferences, and allow them to participate in our environments. So we do that by logging in. And what's different about our login approach versus the more traditional way is that we don't really use passwords anymore. We have a profile center, and by using the SmartBeat technology that's embedded inside of FormTitan, we're able to access the Salesforce information with one-time use codes. So we'll get William logged in here. Okay. And William will receive a one-time use code at his Gmail address. Clicks on that, and in just a few seconds, a new code pops up. In this case, it's 44283. That is validated back against Salesforce, and yes, we know who he is. Okay, so it goes in and it loads all William's information. Now, this form, this tab is all built inside of Salesforce with the tool. There's several different ways. It's got full CSS capability. Now, William's a veteran, and notice that when I click that box there, the military box pops up. So here's his name, his address, here's a map to his house, secondary email. All this information can be updated by William to keep his data up to date. From a personal perspective, this is birth date, male, ethnicity. All this information can be shared or not shared. It depends on the individual. Is he married? What's his name? He's married to Lydia, and she happens to be a veteran as well. From a communication perspective, we want to know how we should contact him, how we should we not contact him. And William can say, hey, don't contact me at all, or I want to mass opt out of all the emails. I don't mind if you email me, just don't call me and don't ask me for money, and don't fill up my mailbox. But you know what? I am interested in platoons, and it's okay to text me. Now, William's a member of 2 platoons, as you'll see here, my platoons, right? And he can also opt out individually. He can say, opt out of platoon emails, yes or no. He can update that himself. And again, this communication preference rolls right back into Salesforce and updates Salesforce records. Here are his platoons. He's part of the Arlington 1st and the Fort Worth 1st, but he's been thinking about doing something with the Dallas platoon. He's heard some good things about them, so he can look at Dallas. Here's a little bit of information about the Dallas platoon, what they're focused on, okay? And then at that point, he can just say, yep, I'm sure I want to join that platoon. Now that will update a related list to his record. If you notice, Dallas has disappeared on this list, but it's on his list over here now. So participation. So these are the events that William has signed up for, the type of event that it is. Obviously, he hasn't attended yet because they haven't happened, but once he does attend, all those things will change, and the number of hours he's committed to the organization will show up. So let's just say he attended this event, just for example, purposes of example. Okay, it shows that he's true now. William can also register for other events. So here there is a cedar bench building task at Fort Worth 1st. How far is that from his house? He can click on the map, get the map. It opens up a Google map and gives him, drive-by directions. That's going to take him about 27 minutes if he left right now. Again, more information to help make the decision. And then if he wants to register, he just clicks register. Okay, by clicking register, there's some waiver and liability releases. If he wants to see what they are, they pop right up here. You can read them. How do you hear about that? Word of mouth. Okay. And he works for Boeing, so he's going to be going out there with a bunch of Boeing guys, and he registers for the event. Okay. Once that's registered, bam, he's back in. Now, you can also track donations. At this point, he hasn't made any donations, but let's just say he's feeling good. He can click donate, and that'll pop him straight out to our Classy donation site, and he can make a donation. And all his information is filled in for him. Okay? And then lastly, military information. So he's a veteran, served in the Marine Corps with an honorable discharge. Oh, he was part of these other veteran groups too. He can update that if he likes. Or if there's somebody else, okay, update all that information. And then when he pushes update, all that information is sent straight over to Salesforce. So this has a couple of other features. It has a session capability, so we can set the session forever how long we want, so that if he happens to, disconnect, but then logs back in, he doesn't have to go through that one-time use code because his session is still valid. So that's a quick rundown of FormTitan and how it's used. I can't say enough about their support. They are based in Israel, and they're very quick. They work our hours. They've helped me develop this, and I'm not a coder. I don't know Apex. I know a little bit of JavaScript, but that's about it. But it's really made it a very useful and fast tool. I think I've got maybe 40 hours in the development of this. So that'll give you a sense of how it works. Hope you enjoy. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at Edkins at MissionContinues.org. Thank you.